There's an old saying, the pit you dig for others eventually becomes your own grave. And right now, that's exactly what has happened to Pakistan. The recent explosion near Delhi's Red Fort didn't just shake India, it sent shockwaves all the way to Moscow. Because this time, Russia caught Pakistan red-handed. Hours before the Delhi blast, Vladimir Putin had already crushed Pakistan's most dangerous covert mission. This is not just a terror story, this is a story of intelligence warfare between India, Russia, and Pakistan. As the National Investigation Agency, NIA, digs deeper, every layer of the Delhi blast reveals one thing. All arrested doctor terrorists were directly linked to Pakistan's ISI. This time, Pakistan wasn't sending weapons from across the border, it was recruiting and radicalizing educated medical professionals inside India. But this was only the first half of the plan. A few months ago, India launched Operation Sindoor, destroying multiple Pakistan-based terror hubs within hours. India's biggest game-changer in that strike, Russia's S-400 air defense system. Any Pakistani missile entering Indian airspace would be shot down instantly. This single capability shattered Pakistan's military confidence. ISI and Pakistan Army Chief Asim Munir were furious. They wanted one thing desperately: find a weakness in India's S-400 system. And this obsession gave birth to a new secret mission, Operation Shaitan. Days before the Delhi blast, Russian intelligence, FSB, busted a major espionage ring in Moscow. A Russian scientist, part of Russia's air defense program, was caught handing over S-400 secrets to Pakistan's ISI. But here's the twist. Russia realized Pakistan could never infiltrate Moscow's defense labs alone. FSB sources confirmed the Pakistani spy was receiving foreign support. The signs pointed toward the United States, which has been uncomfortable with the increasing India-Russia defense partnership. If the S-400 system was compromised, India would lose its strongest shield, Pakistan would regain military confidence, the US could once again position itself as South Asia's power broker, but Putin struck first. As soon as Putin sensed the espionage, he authorized a classified mission. Operation Demox FSB raided the suspect, seized documents, hard drives, and intercepted emails. All of it pointed straight to Pakistan's ISI. Putin shut down Pakistan's spy network within hours, before they could pass a single byte of S-400 data. This happened just before the Delhi blast. India and Russia immediately went into joint intel mode. After Operation Sindoor, RAW and FSB had already established deep coordination. Now they began monitoring Pakistan's digital traffic. That is how Russia discovered Pakistan's attempt to steal S-400 data. They alerted India instantly. Both nations raised alert levels, and within hours, Pakistan's entire plan collapsed. Russian media openly criticized ISI for trying to compromise Russian national security. This exposed Pakistan internationally, not just a threat to India, but now a security threat to Russia as well. Pakistan's double game is officially out in the open. Pakistan had two big goals. One, destabilize India internally by using radicalized Indian doctors to trigger blasts and pressure India into stopping Operation Sindoor 2.0. Two, break India's external security by stealing Russia's S-400 secrets and weakening India's missile shield. If both plans had succeeded, Pakistan would have scored a historic two-front victory. Instead, both were destroyed. Today, India has unmatched military strength, Russia has unmatched intelligence vigilance, Pakistan has only failed plots and global humiliation. Pakistan tried to burn India's house, but it forgot to put out the fire in its own backyard, and now its entire home is collapsing. Pakistan today is standing at the most dangerous intersection in its history. Economically bankrupt, politically unstable, militarily rattled, diplomatically isolated, its survival now depends on manufacturing conflicts. For decades, Pakistan thrived by positioning itself as the frontline ally of major powers. First, the United States during the Cold War and Afghan Jihad, later China through the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC. But today, both alliances are weakening. The US no longer needs Pakistan after withdrawing from Afghanistan. China is frustrated with Pakistan's internal instability and slow CPEC progress. The Gulf countries have stopped giving bailouts without conditions. So Pakistan found itself with only one way to stay relevant: create instability in India, then offer itself as a solution. A classic ISI strategy. But this time, Pakistan miscalculated the timing and underestimated the India-Russia intelligence bond. ISI desperately needed a reset, something to shift global narratives a successful terror attack inside India, combined with a breach of S-400 intelligence would have. Shaken India's internal security, reduced India's confidence in Russian tech, embarrassed Moscow. Allowed Pakistan to present itself as a regional player again, pushed Western powers to re-engage with Pakistan as a stabilizer. It wasn't just terrorism, it was a high-risk geopolitical gamble. But Putin and Modi's coordination destroyed the plan before it matured. The Russian S-400 research facility in Moscow is one of the most heavily guarded institutions in the world. Its scientists undergo 24/7 surveillance, digital device monitoring, random financial audits, secret lifestyle checks, email pattern tracking, AI-based behavioral analytics. FSB uses an AI platform named Solver9 that detects even the slightest deviation in routine behavior. The arrested scientist triggered 6 anomalies in 1 week. Working unusually late, using a private USB drive, strictly forbidden accessing files outside his domain, logging into classified directories from a personal workstation, attempted transmission of encrypted packets, a suspicious increase in financial transactions, red flags were raised instantly. Within hours, FSB surveillance teams began a silent follow. They discovered a burner phone hidden behind his apartment heater, encrypted messages exchanged on dark net forums, unexplained cash deposits in foreign accounts, deleted but recoverable images of S-400 schematics, a Pakistani handler using a European VPN. Once FSB saw the ISI-linked digital patterns, the operation was elevated to threat level red. Putin was briefed personally. American involvement wasn't direct. It was subtle, layered, and strategically plausible. For years, Washington has maintained controlled pressure on India to shift it away from Russia. A weakened S-400 would have damaged India-Russia defense partnership, forced India to rely more on U.S. defense systems, given American companies billions in new orders, allowed U.S. influence in South Asia to rise again. But when FSB traced the digital footprint of the ISI handler, they found servers located in Virginia communication routed via US-based anonymity networks, money routed through offshore accounts linked to US-registered shell companies. This didn't confirm direct American involvement, but it did show US-based support architecture being used by Pakistan. This made Russia even more cautious. Once Russia confirmed the ISI connection, it alerted RAW immediately. Within hours, RAW activated its cyber intelligence unit. FSB shared real-time digital logs. Both agencies began mapping connections inside India. Indian agencies elevated terror threat levels nationwide. This rapid coordination is the reason the Delhi blast investigation progressed so quickly. A silent intelligence bridge between Delhi and Moscow prevented what could have become the biggest security breach in India's modern defense history.